Here we are, day 2. It's still cold. Some things that I'm gonna do differently on day 2 that I didn't do on day 1. I am going to put on a mask. When you learn, you learn. Today should go by pretty quick. So I'm using a older phone to review my notes and follow along. So hopefully the recording will go by faster. So I readjusted the blades to its standard position since we're no longer cutting into the 4x4. What those adjustments, I still got sawdust in my throat. When I hold it like this, I'm kind of, I don't know how I did that. Well, I cut incorrectly. How exactly I did that, I don't know. This one's gonna be shorter than the others. Just keep learning from your mistakes. Own them. Don't put them on anybody else. You'll never fix things that way. But here we go. You know what? Depending on what that piece is for, it might still be okay. I'm at the step now that I was looking forward to. It's this one here where you just lay it all out and you start screwing things in and assemble it. I was pumped. And then I'm counting my legs. I have 4. And then I have these 2 leftover 4x4 pieces and I'm like, am I supposed to cut those? And yesterday I remember I did see a 4x4 in my pile. Cut that one? I was like, no. I read it said 3 8-foot 4x4s. So I'll have to go back and review if I pulled that from the description on the YouTube video I was watching or if it mistyped. Because I didn't proofread everything, right? I'm just trying to get things done. And it's a little bit more chaotic because I'm also trying to film for YouTube and I'm not that guy. So I'm learning how to do this while trying to learn how to do this. And I'm trying to do it all in a space of time that's barely available. So when you have things like that, you're increasing your chance for mistakes. But that sucks because I really did not like that process of zzz, and the sawdust everywhere. I didn't get the mask because I only did a few cuts, but now that I know I have to do that for 2 more legs, air is your ally. Running in and out of the house, and warm, but I bet you I'm gonna be freezing in about 2 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna cut to 35.5 inches. Y'all don't want to see this over and over again, do you? We're gonna use these screws temporarily to hold these things in place. And then eventually we're gonna replace them with lag screws. But this is just to kind of help us organize everything. At this part, I was actually pretty impressed. I wasn't expecting to feel that way when I got to this point, but I did. I think this is gonna be stable enough. I didn't mention about piloting these, but it's split. So just to reduce the chance of being unlucky some more, I piloted the one on the left and it went much smoother. It was easier to square. It doesn't vibrate or move as much. I think I'm gonna be able to get a much better balance than I did with this one. All right, I want you to imagine something with me, if you will. If this bench was already up and I had to do those really crazy grooves, I would have saved my back, my legs, my feet, because I'm exhausted because of the way I was working. But on this sucker, would have been nice. I feel like I'm on a ranch. The next thing is the support for the bottom shelf. It's 1x1. I never saw 1x1. There were these 2x2s. So that's what I got, and I think that's what he meant. 2x4s are not really 2x4. 4x4s are not really 4x4. Yeah, see, 3.5 inches. So like, it could just be that, right? He says one thing, everyone should understand the other. Guys like me are like, huh? Anywho, all right, so let's cut these at 41 inches, get them lined up on the bottom shelf, and then move on to the next step. I am really tired. All I did was do one side. This is at 3/4 of an inch. Hold it down. Ignore my toe cramp. Be mindful how strong you have your drill. I did one over there and it was set too high and it went really far in. So I'm kind of like, I like the idea of using this. I also don't mind this. The reason I like the idea of this is because there's a lot of space, so I don't have to be so accurate. But what I don't like about it too is I have to use that circular saw to cut around. Instead of this, where I just chop right in. I'm gonna decide that, and then I'll get back to it and start replacing the temporary screws with the lag bolts and putting this thing together. I should probably do the rest of this tomorrow. But I gotta work tomorrow, and I wanna get this done so that I can start planning the next one. Plan smart, don't keep pushing, take your breaks. You're gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna make mistakes. Maybe I should just stop. I think I'm gonna stop. I don't wanna stop because I don't wanna do this tomorrow. Day 3 and I'm feeling energized. Until I realized that after passing it by 4 times it didn't break. Now I'm concerned about how well is it gonna be cut and flush and all that good stuff. Remember this one I was saving just in case I could just put it on and it'll be long enough. We're gonna need to cut this to a shorter length. Safely discard this one. Now this is the part where we're going to remove these and replace them with these. I'm going to try to get the edge of this because I want this to go as long as it can. Some of it won't be piloted and it'll have to go on its own. We're going to remove one and pilot. Start with the bottom. I'm going to get some clamps. I have an idea. I say I'm gonna get clamps, but I don't know if I have them at the ready. I know I have some, but we just moved. So I don't know how well this is gonna work. Basically, I just put the clamp there, and then I rest this on here. It's at that 20.5-inch mark. So it's lined up with this. And the same thing with this guy. And I figured I'm gonna pilot through. I should make some marks on this side, and then I'll pilot in here and then connect them. Once both sides are connected, at least on one side each, I'm assuming the top ones will be easy. I'm actually gonna ask for some help on this one.
Oh, so you're just gonna drill right through and then eventually I'll hit this guy?
Yeah, but I'll have to pull it out and go through because it's not long enough. This drill bit. The worry is though, once we put it in, then I won't be able to pilot the other hole and then it splits, but it shouldn't.
Yeah, but what if, like, does this fit all the way through here? No.
Just, oh, it doesn't even go all the way through. Let me just get this one in and see how it goes. Yeah, I don't know. Don't have anything.
Use your PVC pipe, no?
No, it's gonna just bend. Probably broke that one now too.
So just get a longer drill bit.
Well, I'm thinking of just buying different, bigger screws and just using screws so they just go all the way through. Like I'll do like a diamond. So I'll push these all the way through and then I'll just do 2 here, 2 here. I don't know, I'm gonna do about 2 broken bits inside of this one. I'll figure, I'll just do 2 on this side and then just do that all the way across. Because this is gonna make me wanna just give up.
Yeah.
Trying not to lose motivation. I am gonna walk away before I smash that, before I surrender, before I give up. And there's no reason for me to keep pushing. I'm not gonna go to Home Depot. So that one trip mission, as soon as this broke, I was like, boop, that's out the door. Okay, as I was editing this one and typing up my lessons learned, it seems like I'm being overly dramatic, but it was such a large task to do the YouTube video. I have a vision for the recordings and how to capture that, where I'm going to edit, how much talking do I do, how little talking do I do, how do I put this workbench together. I did edit a lot out of the video. I'm not really sure what's a good duration for these things. So if you have a suggestion about the timing of the video, comment below. But I really wanted to smash that table to bits. Like, you should smash that subscribe button. Okay, enough cheesy stuff. I really was just really overwhelmed with everything consistently going wrong and thinking I was only going to take a day or two to just wrap this up. With now knowing I have to go to a day 4, I'm starting to question if I could even get this done. And once it's done, is it going to be stable and is it going to be a viable workbench? But enough of that. Let's go ahead and go into the lessons learned. Similar to the last one, the wording of what the materials were needed and what they were called versus what's at the store, two completely different things. That made it a little difficult. When I said in the beginning, in the beginning of the video, when I was in the beginning of the video, when I heard myself say, this is going to be quick, assuming it was just drilling, chopping, it's going to be simple. Having to cut an extra 2 legs with those notches that take forever. Not understanding the importance of the right drill bit. Thinking I can rig this up. That was a problem. I should have gotten spare lag bolts. They were cheap enough, easy enough to keep in the garage if I didn't use it. But that could have saved me a trip. You didn't see it much because I did a lot of cutting in this video. The tool belt would have been really helpful so I don't have to run around looking for things. But yeah, I'm hoping you guys are liking this. I have ideas on how to improve this for future videos, but I do have to continue editing and posting these ones before I can attempt other ones. Stay tuned. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Projects. So many projects.